All right, the worst experience I've ever had sneaking out of middle school. This was probably like eighth grade. I was probably like 13 or 14. When you're around that age, like 13, 14, like that's like prime, like getting into trouble years. So I had this friend that lived in the neighborhood and she was really cool. Me and her were really tight. Anyway, one night, the girl that lived in the neighborhood that I was friends with, she had one of her friends over that I had a crush on. So they texted me. They're like, yo, we're just gonna keep it low key tonight. You wanna come over? I'm like, fuck yeah. So before I proceed any further, rule number one of sneaking out of the house when you're 13, 14, the way you go out is always the way you come back in. Always leave a door cracked, leave the window cracked, or you make sure that you're not going to do anything to get locked out. That's important for later. Usually, and I just jump out my window because I live on the first floor. I wasn't sneaking out my window. I would keep my window locked, right? So tonight, the girls that wanted to hang out with me, they texted me early, right? Because usually I would sneak out at like 11. I guess we wanted to start hanging out early tonight, so I left at like 8. Now, when I left at 8, I just walked out the house like normal. Hey mom, dad, peace out. Me and my two friends are hanging out. Like she got like one of them giant like L couches, like that can fit like 20 people. But it's like 2 in the morning. My parents went to sleep. They assume that I'm already home. So I'm like, all right, yo, I gotta go home. So bring me back on the golf cart. It's like 2:15, 2:20 in the morning now. Peace out, y'all. You have a good night. Thank you for driving home. I walk up my driveway, go to my garage door, locked. So I'm like, all right, it's all good, it's all good. So I walk around my porch. I walk around to my porch door, locked. Do I have a key? Yes. But you know what? I also have a dog that sleeps right next to the fucking porch door. So I'm taking the key that we have hidden back there, so quietly trying to open it because her kitten was like right next to the door. Dog's gonna sell me out. I can't get caught right now. It's 2 in the morning. I'm 14. So I take the key out, throw it back in the hiding place, and I run. I run away from my own house at 2 in the morning. So I had other friends in the neighborhood, and I call my friends. I call one of my friends that lives all the way on the other side of the neighborhood, like 3 miles away, right? And I'm like, hey man, can I crash on your couch? Yeah, man, sure, come on over. I walk all the way across the neighborhood. I'm dodging cars and shit, jumping in bushes, like I'm on that ninja type shit. We're in the living room watching Family Guy. I'm out. I've had a long night running back and forth, dodging cars, this and that. So I'm like, hey, bro, would you mind waking me up at 6? Bro, shout out to this guy. He wakes me up at 6 a.m. I start walking back home. See my dad way down the street, walking out to get to the mail. Dad just looks at me and he's like, you talking about something? You have a good night? I'm like, yeah, all right, thanks. I'm going to walk inside and I'm going to go to bed. Honestly, at that point, I should have just slept on the golf course because I've done that before and it's not that bad.